Alright, listen up everyone. They've announced that the technical regulations are changing for next season. Now there's a risk a lot of our hard work could be undone if we're not careful, so let's figure out how to mitigate this. Drivers, take a look at the developments we have and let us know what you want to invest in protecting. Alright everyone, let's get on top of this. The new parts have arrived from the factory without issue. They'll be fitted to the car in time for the next session.
So it's a bit of a feel-good moment because we've got the chassis upgrade that we needed. But now the technical changes have come in. It's going to be a good dry race weekend. So what's being killed? Oh no! Oh good lord! It's going to be a power and... oh my god. How many resource points is it going to take to sort that out? Lots. Well, I think we can safely assume then I'm disappearing from here next season, definitely. That's a definite. So where would I want to move knowing that... oh man. So who's going to be really affected by it? Do you know what? It's not going to affect Ferrari as much, is it? Or Red Bull. And it might not affect Mercedes, you know. It might be a good time to go that way. And Aero... wow. I don't know, man. Oh... oh, he's a kick in the nads, if ever there was a big kick in the nads. Oh well. So, on the bright night, we got the chassis upgrade that we wanted. So that makes us best chassis around now. Still. We've still got another one coming in for Singapore, so that's good. Do you know what? I'll keep them at the best suspension. 4 weeks, when will I be ready? USA. We'll see. We'll see. I may stay, I may not stay. I haven't decided yet. No, I've definitely decided I'm moving on. Points. This could be the weekend we wrap up the driver's title. We are 189 points ahead of both Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll. 194 to Sergio Perez, so we could effectively knock... well, we have knocked out Perez, definitely, but we could effectively knock out what's his name? Who's his name? Vettel and Perez. Sorry, Vettel and Stroll, if we win this weekend. So yeah. It's going to be pretty good. So I'm just hoping they got a cutscene ready, because we're going to need it. So we're going to head off and get practiced, and then we will see you for the qualifying session.
The Italians love their cars and they love their racing, and of course they love it here at Monza. Home race for Ferrari, of course, who've had 18 wins here since 1950. But you know, there's not been so much luck for the locals in the cockpit recently. The last Italian driver to win this race was back in 1966. So what now? I think it's time to make some more history here today. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in F1. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some closer action. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Now I want to ask you about Sebastian Vettel. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Poole lines up on pole position, with Esteban Ocon alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Stroll, Perez, Charles Leclerc and Verstappen, Raikkonen, Ericsson, Hülkenberg and Carlos Sainz. Vettel, they've taken a grid penalty. Bottas, Pierre Gasly and Magnussen. Hamilton, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso and Stoffel Van Dorn. Hartley and Roman Grosjean starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So, here we go then. It is race day and we are looking forward to this. It's going to be a one-stop strategy. We're going to start on the soft tyres that we qualified on to get the pole position that we are currently on, and then move on to the the super soft tyres for the final few laps. This might work, this might not work. It all depends on what happens, but with the sun being out, burn the softs up, and then when the sun goes in, the super softs should keep going for longer. That's the hope, that's the prayer, but whether that happens or not, we don't know, as we get ready to go for the Italian Grand Prix. And here we are on the grid. 5 red lights are on. They're holding, but it's lights out and away we go. It's a fantastic start from Esteban Ocon, if you can believe it. Esteban Ocon to the lead as we drop down to, what was it, 4th? We're 3 wide with Perez and, well, who was that? That was one of the Saubers, Leclerc. That was who that was. Unbelievable. What a start from the Frenchman. But he's being chased and harassed by Lance Stroll down to the De La Roggia chicane. But we've got Sergio Perez for company with us as we go on board with the world champion elect. Will Poole win the world championship today? We don't know if he will, but it's going to be an almighty task if he doesn't win it. You're going to have to ask him why he hasn't won it as we go down for the first time to the Variante Ascari. Watch through this and go bang, bang, ride that curb on the outside and keep riding it. You want to ride as wide as you possibly can in the Ascari because it's one of those really flowing corners. You don't get it right, you mess up the parabolica as we go on board with the Canadian Lance Stroll, who's hunting down the race leader Esteban Ocon. And whoa, look at the speed he's got. He has got some amazing speed. He's going to try the outside of the Rettifilio. Did he get the job done? We don't know. We cut to Charles Leclerc, who's overtaking Sergio Perez in the Rettifilio. That was a fantastic move. I don't know why the Italian race director did that, but we were rather looking forward to Ocon against Stroll for the race lead. It's still not over down into the De La Roggia. But Lance Stroll, what the
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Suicide on the Canadian's part. He has brake tested the world champion elect and into the De La Roggia, and whoa, what was the Canadian thinking? Only one person could answer that question, and that was Lance Stroll. That was just utter suicide on his part. Whether he got his braking wrong or whether he was just too busy worried about Esteban Ocon in front of him, we'll never know.
Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
As we go into the parabolica for the second time. And now it's down to the main straight. Over the line, we start lap 3, fastest lap for Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc has come to play today in the Sauber Alfa Romeo as Lance Stroll thinks about a move into the Rettifilio on Esteban Ocon, but decides against that. We'll be having words with Lance Stroll after this race to find out why he did what he did to Paul there, but good lord. Only one person can answer that question, and that's Lance Stroll himself, as they both get the braking wrong into the De La Rogier, and right behind him going into the Lesmos for the third time. Lesmos are a lovely corner, you get them right. Certainly this second one leads on to the straight down under the bankers. That's Charles Leclerc. He's going to no way. Charles Leclerc's going to try and overtake on Paul. It's really risky into the Ascari, but oh, he thinks better of it. He better not try that again, because if he tries that again, he might have his nose taken off. Oh dear. What an exciting few laps we have had so far. It is just out of whatever is going on as we go on ride with the Canadian Lance Stroll down to the Rettifilio for the start of lap 4. He's got DRS down the main straight. Paul's got DRS off both of them. He's on the grass. What's he doing? What the hell? He's on the grass. Oh, but does he get the move done? Does he get the move done out of the Rettifilio? We've got Charles Leclerc for company. He's interested all over. He's all over the place, is Charles Leclerc. We don't have a clue what he's doing, but he's on something. And yes, Stroll gets the move done, but no, Ocon fights him back. Can you believe that? Paul takes second. Paul takes second from Stroll, and he's going to have Charles Leclerc for company now as we ride on board with the Canadian through the Lesmos. I bet that was a bit of sweet karma as we go back on board with the Englishman, world champion-elect, down to the Variante Ascari with Esteban Ocon in front of us. Now what's going to happen? Surely if he gets in DRS range, this is going to be like candy from the proverbial baby. Except in this case, it will probably be the French frog from within the frog, and he drives down. Whoa! Oh, a bit of contact with the Frenchman. This is turning into more of a demolition derby than speed fest as we go down the main straight. And yeah, this move was done years ago. That is Paul into the lead, past the Frenchman Esteban Ocon. And into the Rettifilio we go. Oh, it's time to draw a breath. What the hell happened there? That was just nuts. Oh dear me. You are not going to get any more excited action than that, folks. Oh dear, as we set the fastest first sector of anybody through the De La Rogier chicane into the Lesmos now as we get a caution. What's going on here? What's going on behind it? Oh no, that is Charles Leclerc, and the Alfa Romeo engine in the back of that Sauber has just decided that he wants to have lunch all over the track here at Monza. You cannot believe the luck that this man is having recently. It is ridiculous. And whoa, on board, what the hell? Where we've joined on board Paul, and Esteban Ocon was having another go into the Ascari.
Some information on Leclerc. They're retiring from the race.
He's thinking. He is absolutely insane. I tell you now, this Frenchman, he better watch himself. He's going to get himself in a lot of trouble here. And if he's not in trouble very soon, then he's going to be absolutely nowhere. As we go on board, well, we were going on board with Lance Stroll, but it looks like Lance Stroll has decided now is the time to get the pit stop out of the way. So he will come in, try and move the super soft tyres off his car, and I assume he will go onto the soft tyre. Let's have a look here. Yep, yellow stripe soft tyres got on. And he's out once again. Oh dear. Oh dear, my God. You cannot believe that this is going on. What on earth is he doing? As we go back on board. Through the Lesbo. Lesbo.
Caution, caution.
And then Lesbo. There's the strict car of Charles Leclerc. Poor Charles. What on earth is he going to do? You have all this luck in the world and you're never going to get any of it back. It's just... Why does he even bother sometimes? If he wouldn't be for bad luck, he has no luck this season. As Reigning World Champion goes into parabolica.
You were derating. Lower the ERS deployment mode before you hit your deployment limit.
Just yet. So he sets those over.
We want to pit this lap, so push now.
Wow. The pace that this man is setting is blistering, to say the least. You wouldn't have a clue what he's doing sometimes, but it just seems like that certain people they just have enough bodies sometimes. Anyway, into the Delaware here. Ooh, big clunk over that curve. And almost into the gravel on the outside. That would have ended the race for sure. As we head in out of the Legbo chicane and now down towards the Variante Escari, going under the bridge of the Old Banking. If you've never been to the Old Banking, you really should, because it is
Pit now, pit now.
On top of the Old Banking, look down into basically the bottom of the track. You wouldn't believe it if you saw it. Anyway, we got wing damage, we've got everything is damaged at the moment. The engine's now starting to show some wear as we come out of the parabolica. And this time it will be a pit stop. So here comes Poole for his pit stop. Gets it slowed down to the 50 km/h speed limit. And here we go, it should be the red super soft tyres going on that car. And a new front wing. So he's going to replace the wing at the same time. Oh, and he got held for one of the Renaults there. I think that was Carlos Sainz that was coming in at the same time. We'll just get confirmation of that when we leave the pits. Who's that? That must be Ericsson. Marcus Ericsson. Whoa! He's John Poole, unless he's not stopped yet. The threats could come down because we now have Max Verstappen on our rear wing. That's no picnic, if you know what I mean. We'll just keep him away from any Force Indians that may or may not be lurking. We don't want to force
Stroll's moved into first place.
Race as we go into the Lesmo. We're now trackside for a pass. I assume this is going to be an easy move down to the Ascari on Marcus Ericsson. My God, this move is so easy. Even a 3-year-old could have done this move. It's a fantastic move under the Old Banking, and that's done even before the Ascari chicane. Whew. My Lord. Oh, now what are we going to? Uh-oh, it's a Force India on Verstappen! Oh, we've had problems there before. That would be Verstappen, Perez, and in close proximity we got Vettel and Sainz. And that's all over, I would assume it's all over 5th place because Ericsson's in front of him. And Vettel! Vettel into the parabolica! What an utter... That's a move, but I don't think this is quite done yet. DRS down the main... Oh, no, it's Vettel with the DRS. In fact, look behind, Sainz is going to overtake... Sainz in the works Renault is going to overtake the Renault of Max Verstappen. Nope, he stays back as we got Raikkonen and Hulkenberg behind them. That's going to be a battle we're going to keep an eye on the whole race here as we come through the Della Roggia with Poole, and it's up to the back of Esteban Ocon and Lance Stroll, who are in the middle of their own personal fight. We would imagine that this is going to end one way for certainly one of them, if not both of them. As we get DRS down to the Variante Ascari under the Old Banking now. And into the Ascari we go. See what the exit's like. Oh, we had to think about that, but decided better of it as we get an absolute launch of an exit out of the Ascari, but on board with Esteban Ocon, who's being harassed, who's being chased, and this is going to be candy from a baby into the Parabolica, and that is one move done and dusted. See if Paul can take Lance Stroll into the the Rettifilio. This is this can be done before the Rettifilio. I think it's Williams on Williams Violence, and Williams 1 is past Williams 2. Lance Stroll knows his place in the team, even though he is fighting for a championship. But I think that championship, if he's being honest with himself, is long gone. As we got not this again. It's Perez now, trying to pass Sebastian Vettel. How popular would he be if he did this move? As he tries to go around the outside, he's going down the outside into the Rettifilio, and Verstappen's got DRS off them both. He's going to try and overtake Sainz, but look at that! Sainz overtakes Vettel! What a cool ass Carlos Sainz is. He's going to be moving to McLaren soon, and if he's pulling off that kind of stuff in a McLaren and they get their act together, I'll tell you now, they've got a superstar on their hands. As Vettel comes back up the Della Rogier. Whoa! And now that puts Sainz in the clutches of Max Verstappen, who's got Kimi Raikkonen behind him, and they've got history. Mind you, who hasn't got history with Max Verstappen nowadays? Everyone seems to want to hate Max Verstappen for some unknown reason. And that's Verstappen. No, he's not going to do this, surely. Oh, good. 3 wide in the Ascari! What on earth? You can't do that. Dear me, he couldn't even do that at all as Vettel goes down the inside of Perez. Oh my good lord. You're there. Oh, somebody called a timeout right now. Timeout. That's it. We're done now. We're not done now. Perez wants to have another go. They both lock up into the Rettifilio. Oh dear me, Perez isn't going to pull this off, surely. Surely Perez is not going to pull that off. No, I think Vettel's going to keep hold of 5th for now. No, he's round the outside of Curva Grande. Oh. What the bloody hell. Please tell me you're not entertained by this Italian Grand Prix so far, because it's literally out there. You are not going to find a more bonkers Italian Grand Prix anywhere. As we go back on board with the 4-time world champion Sebastian Vettel in the scarlet red Scuderia Ferrari. He's going to go into everyone's going into the Ascari chicane. You know what? Let's just put a sign up on the outside of the Ascari saying "Please pass here," because everyone's passing in the Ascari chicane nowadays. Oh boy, dear me. I somehow don't think this is over. Well, this battle's not over. Sainz and Verstappen are going at it now. And now they've got they got Raikkonen, and that's one of the Mercedes behind him. Is that Bottas? It might be Bottas there. If it's not Bottas, it's Hamilton. Actually, no, I see number 77, so that's Bottas. In fact, Hamilton's right behind him. 3 wide into the Rettifilio now. Oh, Bottas, what a cool ass. Bottas around the outside of them all, and he's just got in there and pinched out of Sainz's pocket, but Sainz comes back around the outside. Jesus, all this is going to allow Verstappen to get away, and Sainz is going to hold on to, I believe that is P7. No, it's P8. Sorry, Perez is in the 6th. In fact, no, Bottas has got him. So Bottas now takes P8 as we go back on board. Nope, we go now on board with Lewis Hamilton down to the Ascari chicane. What's going to happen here? Who knows what's going to happen here? In fact, how about this? We were looking at the wrong car there because Raikkonen's just overtaken Bottas into the Ascari chicane. Oh my lord. In fact, now Hamilton's going to have to think about going after Carlos Sainz around the outside of the Parabolica. That's nuts. Sainz almost goes to the inside of Bottas at the Parabolica. Behind them, if you can believe, this is Daniel Ricciardo coming up. This is basically the fight for the bottom end of the points here. And if I was Sainz, I'd be not concentrating on getting the draft off Valtteri Bottas here. I'd be looking behind him at Lewis Hamilton, because that Mercedes is coming strong. Oh, bit of contact there between Sainz and Bottas. Out of the Rettifilo and round Curva Grande. This isn't done. This will be side by side into the Della Roggier, I assume, as Ricciardo's taken Hamilton, and it is Sainz on Bottas this time, and that's that move done. So that'll be 9th place for Sainz as we go back on board with Paul coming out of the Ascari for the final time, and he's one corner away from the World Championship, folks. And I don't think you can think of a more deserving World Champion than this man right here, because he has been absolutely dominant all season. The competitors, they've had no answer as he crosses the line, and it will be two-time
fantastic
champion
drive,
of the world.
and it means your driver's world champion. What a result! Enjoy it.
It is an incredible effort. But meanwhile, we're not done yet, folks, because this is going to rage until the line, as Bottas is going to have a go. Bottas in, yeah, why not? Bottas into the Ascari, yeah, there you go. What a move that was.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. Brilliant stuff from Williams today. What a superb victory. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
Now let's take a look at the driver's standings. We also crown a new champion today, as their lead at the top is now an insurmountable one. What a great year it's been for Formula One. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to go for Sebastian Vettel. People have suggested before that he can't race wheel to wheel, but as he showed today, it's nonsense.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Williams move further ahead at the top of the standings. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time, though, goodbye.
Oh, well, I don't know about you folks, but I think it's time for a lie down, because that was an absolutely crazy Grand Prix from all standpoints. Your top three, both Williams 1-2, then Esteban Ocon, Marcus Ericsson, Sebastian Vettel, Sergio Perez, Max Verstappen, Kimi Räikkönen, Carlos Sainz and Valtteri Bottas round out your top 10. Oh my. And the gap from 9th to 12th, which is Lewis Hamilton, literally half a second.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective.
We won the championship, that was simple.
Is there really any competition for you today?
For this power unit, absolutely not. But I think we'll go with this answer only for my teammate, because this team is on fire.
You must be happy with the result today.
Oh, I think should we go for the cocky answer? We've won that many races that I suppose we got to, really.
That was an epic battle today. How do you think this will play out?
If it just goes on between me and Lance, then I think, well, there's gonna be no contest.
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
Collisions? I didn't even know there was any collisions. So we'll no comment that one.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, don't ask stupid questions like that, Claire. So that should mean we gain ground on the rivalry with Seb and Lance. Fantastic. That's a few points, we'll be able to put that to good use. And everything stays as it was. Two-time Drivers' World Champion. Stick that one in the trophy cabinet.
Fantastic podium. Well done. Keep pushing like this for the rest of the season.
Alright. Sweet.
You
They're
hit
not
your
even
last
going to
team
bring
goal.
up...
Well done. That should get the team a nice boost to their development. And it won't hurt when it comes to your next contract review either.
Now looky here. Look at my value and look at my contract value. I deserve better than this, man. Better. It's a joke. Right, what we're going to do... Actually, you know what? I think we'll keep the power unit for Singapore. Because I think that'll be useful. So, let's help Williams out a little bit. Let's give them another power thing for next year. And let's give them some aero. I think it's about time we concentrate on the aero, so we'll give them that one. That one. And then I don't think we can go any further, can we? No. So that'll come with Russia's... no, Singapore, sorry. Singapore's lot. Oh, then if we keep the chassis form all nice and wrapped up, that should do them no problem. Eee. Let's go have a look. Here it is, Drivers' World Champion. And to be fair, there was no one else it could have been, really, could it? Because we were dominating. And when we dominate, we win. Generally. Nice. All we gotta do is win the what? The drivers? And we're 244 points ahead there. 43 races left. 43 points on offer. 7 races left. 43 times 7. 301? Yeah, I think that's 301. Excuse me. $301, I think that is. 4 times 7 is 28. Yeah, 301 points left. So we could probably wrap the constructors up at Russia if we keep getting 1-2s. We should get a 1-2 at Russia because our car is literally on fire. I think the one thing that when we've had the bad results, they've also had the bad results, and that's what counts right there. I think we'll keep the power for Singapore, and then we'll go for a new one at Russia. I think we'll go for new stuff at Russia, seeing how everything's going. We may even keep it on for Russia and just go for new stuff until wait until Japan. But that's it for me. 14 races in, Drivers World Champion. Does not get any better than that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you've enjoyed the new format. If you did, hit that like button, helps me out a ton. And until next time, we shall see you in Singapore.